Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Masters of the Universe Tuesday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Masters of the Universe Masterverse New Eternia Faker. Let's get into it! Let's start things off with a look at the packaging. And here we have on the top 30 points of articulation and a barcode. Masterverse and that cracky, scrolly background on the package we've come to expect. A little sliver of a window right there, frame around the window. 6 and up. Frame continues down all the way around to the bottom of the window, showcasing the figure and his accessories. Masters of the Universe New Eternia Faker Mattel. On the bottom, small print, fine print, legalese print, made in Vietnam print. Shop Mattel. MattelShop.com print. Contents: one figure, accessories, symbols I'm not gonna learn, and a barcode. On this side, Faker, evil robot of Skeletor. Yeah, he belongs to Skeletor, but he's actually an evil robot of He-Man. Anyway. Some nice artwork with Snake Mountain in the background of Faker being fake. And there's some other nice artwork of Faker. Masters of the Universe New Eternia original designs inspired by classic concepts. And then you see, I don't know what that is in the background. It might be King Hiss. I'm not sure. Oh no, it's Skeletor. It's New Eternia Barbarian Skeletor. Faker, evil robot of Skeletor. In his efforts to become the most powerful being in Eternia, Skeletor needed a vessel to harness the power of Grayskull. The evil lord combined mad science and dark magic to create Faker, a being strong enough to contain the energy of the universe and controllable enough to be wielded against his enemies. Now that makes a lot of sense. And anyway, there is Faker. That's just... I'm loving this Masterverse artwork. It's great. Here's the cross sale: Revelation Merman, Princess of Power Grizzlor, New Eternia Buzz-Off, and New Eternia Faker. Also available, ESO separately, subject to availability. Custom decoration may vary. Mattel, empowering the next generation to play. Recycled stuff. That, my friends, is a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and his accessories. And we'll start off with the extra set of hands. Handy dandy tweezers here. And here we have a fist. We've seen this many times before in this line. Nice molded detail. And all molded in color on an in and out hinge. And then here's another one we see a lot, the Beastman slap hand. Of course, nobody on New Eternia is slapping New Eternia Beastman. On an in and out hinge as well. I think all of his hands are on in and out hinges. And the first of his weapons. Here is his battle axe, and it is pretty darn cool looking. It's got like this piece on it here it kind of, I don't know if it's supposed to look like it's broken. This is underneath it. I don't think so, because this silver part is larger than the rest of it. It looks like the axe was broken and then this piece was attached onto it. As you can see, it's got a nice, looks like maybe a silver dry brush over the rest of it. And you know, it's got some nicks in it, so it's been pretty used. And then it has like mechanical maybe details in the handle. So that's pretty cool looking. And then here we have his fake power sword. And as you can see, it's very mechanical looking as well. Not quite like it was just cobbled together, but even down to the handle. Now why they included this on it, I'm not quite sure, but it does throw back to that original figure. The only thing where it doesn't throw back to the original figure is that it's not orange. But tons and tons of detail on this thing. And it looks like it has a silver dry brush along it as well. And it's very cool looking. Now let's take a look at the figure himself. And look at that face sculpt. I mean, this just, I don't know exactly what it is about it. Maybe it's the way the hair is, but it looks really awesome to me. And then it's got this paint on top of it, you know, a little bit of spray or maybe dry brush along the edge of the hair up here at the top that kind of makes a shadow, and then the blank eyes and the kind of angry sneer on the face, and then it's got some paint highlights over it as well. And all I meant, you know, the hair is a bit dark, but it's cool. I really like this figure. Now this armor, I believe, is the same armor that comes on New Eternia Skeletor, because it does have the strap to hold the sword, and Faker's sword doesn't fit in there so well, and Skeletor's armor had it, so the Chaos Blade could fit in there, and it's, you know, nice little purple color. Slightly different purple than Skeletor's, I do believe. And then of course he's got this like metallic orange orb in the middle, which Skeletor's does not have. It's the same purple as the rest of the armor. And then, you know, all kinds of dry brush along his belt here. And some on the wrist bracers, I guess is what they are, as well. I'm surprised they didn't put a little bit of dry brush. And then looking at it, I don't know how well it's coming across on the camera, but it does look like there is a little bit of dry brush in there. A few darker tones that are, it's like down in the grooves. And then his boots, the nice paint for the straps here. I do believe it's all molded in color here. And then these straps are painted on. Well, I mean, they're molded in there too as well, but they added paint to them. And as far as most of the body, it's that standard Masterverse body. It's not like they gave him the 40th anniversary He-Man torso. So, but that's okay too. Now, one other thing about this figure, he does have, like the original Faker, some robot parts peeking out under his harness. If I can get it off without tearing it up. I'll just pop his head off. There we go. However, unlike the original was just a sticker, and it eventually did come off. This is actually molded in, and it's you can run your finger across it, and you can feel all the molded details in there. And look at all those paint apps. I mean, that is really, really cool. This is much better than the Revelation Faker. The only thing about this figure that I'm disappointed with and don't understand is why he has the purple harness and not his classic orange harness, unless they're just trying to differentiate the new Eternia Faker from Fakers throughout the multiverse, Masterverse. But I may fix that. I may take the Revelation Faker armor, that's the Skeletor style armor, and put it on this guy and make him a little more classic looking, because I do believe that orange and this orange matches. Now again, as far as his fake power sword, it will fit in here, but that's about it. And that works okay. It does feel like it's sticking out just a tad bit too far, and I'm sure you could probably force it down in there a little more, but the more you force it in, the more it stretches this out. So let's take a look at his articulation. He doesn't really look up. He can look down that far. He's got some chicken neck. Now I'm dropping stuff. He's got a little bit of waggle. He can do the full exorcist. Let's see. So there's some waggle going on there. At the shoulder, 360-degree rotation. Now these do get in the way a little bit, but they're soft plastic, so they move right out the way. At the shoulder, arm raises up approximately 90 degrees. Cut here at the upper bicep for another 360-degree rotation. Double hinged pinless elbow gives you about that much bend. 360-degree rotation at the wrist on an in and out hinge, and in and out hinge on the other side as well. Cut here where the chest and the abdomen meet. Gives you all kinds of hula motion. Lets him bend back that far. Lets him crunch forward that far, and then of course, you know, he can lean left and right. And he will do a full 360-degree rotation there, as well as he has a cut at the waist for another 360-degree rotation. At the hips, he can give you almost the full splits. So that's pretty good range of motion. He can kick forward, not quite 90 degrees. Back, he gets maybe a step. Cut at the upper thigh for another 360-degree rotation. Double hinged pinless knee. If I can get it to go, I had it earlier, it was working. See if I can get the other one. There we go. Got the other one. So I may have to heat that one up. Then at the upper shin, at the top of the boot, he does have a boot cut for another 360-degree rotation. At the ankle, tilts down that far, up that far, and forward facing pin for rocker. Yeah, I'm gonna have to heat that up. Dang gummit. That, my friends, does it for a look at new Eternia Faker and his accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And here we have new Eternia Faker with the Revelation Faker and new Eternia Barbarian Skeletor. Here's new Eternia Faker with new Eternia B.A. Beastman and new Eternia Battle Armor He-Man. For our final set of comparisons, here we have new Eternia Faker with, from the Marvel Legends series, making his cameo appearance, Stan the Man Lee. From G.I. Joe Classified series, we have the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander. From Star Wars The Black series, we have the Archive Edition 501st Legion Clone Trooper. And in the back, we have our final Masterverse comparison, the 40th Anniversary He-Man. For final thoughts on the Masters of the Universe, Masterverse, new Eternia Faker, I have to say this is a pretty awesome figure for the character just starting out as a repaint of He-Man with a sticker on his chest and orange Skeletor armor. He's come a long, long way. And this Faker puts the Revelation Faker to shame. Now, I know what they were trying to go with the Revelation Faker. They were trying to, use Faker as a fake out to fool the sorceress to get into Grayskull, which, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Revelation, it works. And then there's the new Eternia story for this one, where Skeletor creates Faker out of robotics and magic, or technology and magic, to become a receptacle for the power of Grayskull, in order for him to use it, because maybe in the new Eternia mythos, Skeletor is not able to wield the so-called power of He, the power of Grayskull. Now, the fact that they actually molded in Faker's robotic parts on his chest rather than making it a sticker or a paint app is 100% awesome. The fact that he has a battle axe that is damaged and has been repaired and has like a technological looking aspect to it, at least in the handle portion of it, is cool. And his power sword with all the mechanical details on it, it's cool. And the paint apps on these things are super awesome. And I have to say, this guy is probably in the running for the top 10 He-Man figures of the year for me, at least at this point. And if you're able to get your hands on this one and you are a fan of Masters of the Universe, and you know you had Faker when the original came out, and it's very nostalgic. Now I will say it does confuse me that they made the axe orange but made the armor purple instead of orange. That's I don't quite understand why they did that. It may be just to differentiate this particular Faker from other Fakers. I don't know. If I ever get to talk to anyone who designs Masterverse figures, I'll ask them why that they made that particular decision. The chances of that are pretty slim, though. Well, that does it for the review. I hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews or just help the channel out further, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.